Hello everyone, this is Mo, and yes, I'm a Yarny. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you for joining me. This is part 2 of the campfire shawl tutorial, and we're going to be starting with row 11. So if you've been following along, that's where we're going to get started. So in row 11, we're going to get right into it. We're going to chain 3. We're going to turn our row, turn and chain 3. I'm going to try to stay in focus. It's the second time I'm doing part 2 because I did it before and I realized I was not in focus. So we're trying this again. Okay, 2 more doubles into that same stitch. Okay, and for row 11, we're going to chain 1 right here, and we're going to do, oh, I had mine backwards. Let me do that again. This has not been a good day for me. Another doctor's appointment, more meds to pick up. It's going to rain in a few minutes, and I hope we don't lose our electricity. We've been losing our electricity every time we have a storm lately because we've been getting really high winds. Okay, chain 1. Okay, we're going to double right in this chain 1 space right here. 2 doubles right here. And we're not going to chain 1, and then we're going to do 2 doubles in between each of our clusters from row 10. So right in between them, 2 doubles. No chaining 1 in between. Go to the next one, 2 doubles. Now when we get to the chain 1 spaces, we're going to chain 1 and then go to the next clusters, 2 doubles in each of those. I'm trying to keep my board from moving. It kind of keeps me in focus here. 2 doubles in between the next 2 clusters. And that's going to be our pattern for this row. And we come to the chain 1 space, so we chain 1, go to your next clusters, 2 doubles, let me fix this board. I changed to blue because I thought it would be a little easier to see than the pink, because I'm in a lavender room with purple curtains. I had too much pink going on, I think. I'm going to try to paint it again this summer. Okay, chain 1, go to the next clusters, 2 doubles in between each cluster. Chain 1 after this one. Now we come to our center point. We're going to do 2 doubles into the tops of these 2 doubles from our center point below. Then we're going to do a double V-stitch into our center, which is 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 doubles. And then we'll do 2 doubles into these 2 doubles from the row below. And then we're going to go right in between these two clusters, do our 2 doubles. And the next one, 2 doubles. When we get to our chain 1 space, we're going to chain 1 here, and then go into the next cluster, 2 doubles in between. Two doubles in the next space. Chain 1. Find your next clusters, 2 doubles in between. Chain 1 on this one. Find your next cluster. Chain 1, 2 doubles into the last chain 1 space. Chain 1 here, and we're going to do our 3 doubles into the last stitch. And here we're not going to chain 3, we're going to chain 2, and then we will turn our work. And if you are using a stitch marker in your center, I'm going to put this back in here. Okay, so that's the end of row 11. Row 12, we're going to start with 2, chain 2, we're going to turn, we're going to do 2 singles into that first stitch. So right into that, well, the same stitch, not the first stitch. Into that same stitch, 2 more singles, and I'm putting a double. Okay, we're going to single 2 more singles into that same stitch. And we're going to single all the way across. Single into these first 2 doubles here. Single into the chain 1 space. Single into the tops of the doubles. And into the chain 1 spaces. So we're going to do that all the way across until we hit our center. I'm not as fast doing singles as I am doing doubles for some reason. I think it's something about counting to 3. It makes me go faster. I know that's weird, but I think every crocheter has their favorite stitch. And I think the double crochet was always my favorite when I was younger. So I'll keep doing the single all the way across. And your chain 1 spaces and the tops of all your doubles from row 11. Okay, when we come to the center, we're going to do 2 singles, chain 3, and 2 singles back into that center. We want to keep that loop open there so we can find it. And I'm going to stick my stitch marker back in while I'm here. I'm going to move the camera for a minute, so just bear with me for a second. Okay. All right, and we're going to do the same thing going down. We're going to do singles in the tops of all the doubles. And in all the chain 1 spaces. I actually did the video yesterday for this, and I was uploading it last night, but then when I watched it, I'm like, oh, you can't even see half of it. So I had to take it down, and I'm redoing it today. I'm trying to watch in the camera while I'm doing this, so I'm making sure that I'm staying in focus here. Okay, and then we're doing 3 singles in the last stitch. Okay, and this time we are going to chain 3 and turn our work. Okay, this is what it looks like now. That just adds some stability to it, adding that layer of singles. Okay, so row 13 and 14 are kind of repeat rows. I need to adjust this real quick. Okay, all right, so we're going to chain 3 more doubles right into that same stitch. 2 more doubles. Sorry, I don't know why I said 3. 3 altogether. The chain 3 counts as the first double. 2 more doubles. Now we're going to chain. We're going to start with chain 1. And we're going to skip the first stitch, and we're going to double in the next stitch. And then we're going to chain 1. We're going to skip the next stitch. We're going to double in the next stitch. And then you guessed it, we're going to chain 1, skip the next stitch, double in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, double in the next stitch. And this will be our pattern. So we get to the center, chain 1, skip the next stitch, double in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, double in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, double in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, double in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, double in the next stitch. I hope you can still see this yarn. It ended up getting darker here. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, double in the next stitch. And we continue that right to the end, skip that stitch. We're going to do in the center a double V stitch this time. So find your center. We're going to do two doubles, if it will stay here. 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 doubles. And then we chain 1, skip the first stitch, double in the next stitch. Now repeat the pattern, chain 1, skip the next stitch, double in the next stitch. And we'll continue that pattern as we make our descent down the other side. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, double in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip, and then double. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, double in the next stitch. And then we come to our last, and we're going to do 3 doubles in the last stitch. And we're going to chain 3 and turn. And row 14 is similar to row 13. We're going to do the 2 more doubles in the same stitch. Chain 1. Now we're going to do the doubles in between, right in those chain 1 spaces. We're going to double in between the posts there, in between the doubles. Chain 1, double in between the posts, chain 1, not in there, double in between, chain 1. And we're going to do this all the way to our center. Chain 1, double in between the posts, chain 1, double in between the posts, and we will continue this pattern. chain 1, double in between the posts, chain 1, double in between the posts, chain 1. That brings us to the center, and we will do a double V-stitch again, 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 doubles. Chain 1, double in the space, the chain 1 space, chain 1, chain 1, double in between in the chain 1 spaces. Oh, I'm twisting. Chain 1. I'm using my old boy hook this time. I switched. It's more grippy than the other one I was using. I think the other one I had was a Pioneer Woman hook, and it does not, I don't like them as well as the boy hooks. And I didn't realize how old this one was until Crystal was saying how old the boys were and how to tell by the dates and how they're written and if they have parentheses around the name. But I've had this one for quite a while, so that's why it looks a little rough and tumble. Chain 1, double in the chain 1 space, chain 1. And if I am going too fast for you, you can go to the description box, and on there there's a gear icon that if you push you can slow it down. Okay, we chain 1 on the end, and then we're going to do 3 doubles right into the last stitch. Oh, missed one of them. Okay, and we are going to chain 3 and turn for row 15. In row 15, okay, we're going to do, of course, the 2 doubles right back into the same stitch. The first chain 3 counting as the first double. We're going to do 2 doubles right into this chain 1 space. Then we're going to do 2 doubles in the top of all of the double post from the row below, right into the top of them. 2 doubles in every one of them. So find the top stitch of the post, put 2 doubles in those. They almost resemble a mock V-stitch. which I did a whole shawl called the Adorn Shawl from Expression Fiber Arts, in that stitch, but it was with trebles. It turned out pretty nice, but it was all trebles with the mock V-stitch. And it's good when you finish a row to go over that row to check for mistakes before you go on to the next one. And you can always pause me if I'm going too fast too. That's what I usually do if I'm following a video. I usually watch YouTube on our Roku television. So if someone's going too fast, I just pause them and then I catch up, and then I go on from there. And I backtrack if I want to. Okay, when we get to these two doubles, we're just going to double, and one double in the top of each one before the center. And then we're going to do a double V-stitch in the center. Chain two. Two more doubles. Let me stick my marker back in. I keep forgetting to put it back. Okay, we'll continue down the other side. One double in the first two stitches after the center. Then go back to two doubles in the top of each double from the row below. Hope you don't mind that I'm not fast forwarding or telling you to meet up with me. So I'm still filming with my phone because I have to get a new camera. I'm also going to be starting a beginner's crochet class once a week because some friends and family have asked me to do that. So they watch the show, but they don't have no idea how to crochet, and they asked if I would start teaching them how to crochet. So it's going to be Crochet 101. But if you're following this, you probably already know how to do that. So, and the shawl's not hard. It's just easy stitches. I think there's only trebles in one row, but it's all doubles and singles. And I think only one row has trebles. And it's interesting that you can just change the look of something by changing your hook or changing the size of yarn that you're using, the weight of the yarn. That's why I like to watch YouTube, because you learn more techniques. Even though I've been crocheting for 44 years, you can still learn new things, new techniques by watching other people crochet. And we did do the post, right? Yes, 2 right into this chain 1 space, and then 3 into our last stitch. And then we will see, we were row 16. We will chain 3 and turn. Okay, then chain 3. Let's see, we're going to do 2 doubles in the first stitch. Okay, this one is going to be a quick row. We're going to do the 2 doubles back in the same stitch. I think this yarn is roving in some places, which the other cake was not, because I made the cakes and candles shawl out of this yarn, and the other one was not like that. We're going to chain 1, no, we're going to chain 5. We're going to skip 3 stitches, and we're going to single in the 4th. Then we're going to chain 5. We're going to skip 3 stitches, and we're going to single in the 4th. Chain 5. Skip 3 stitches, single in the 4th. And you guessed it, chain 5. Skip 3 stitches, single in the 4th. And this is going to be our repeat for this row. Chain 5. Skip 3 stitches, single in the 4th. Skip 3, single in the 4th. Skip 3 stitches, single in the 4th. Chain 5. Skip 3 stitches, single in the 4th. Chain 5. Skip 3 stitches, single in the 4th. Chain 5. Skip 3 stitches, and right here we're going to double in the 4th. And then we're going to do a double. We're going to do a single V-stitch in the center, 1 double, chain 2, and 1 double. And we're going to do a double in the next stitch, chain 5, skip 3 stitches, single in the 4th, chain 5, skip 3 stitches, single in the 4th, chain 5, skip 3, single in the 4th, chain 5, skip 3, single in the 4th. This row goes kind of fast. Skip 3, single in the 4th, chain 5, skip 3 stitches, single in the 4th, chain 5, skip 3, single in the 4th, chain 5, skip 3 stitches, single in the 4th, chain 5, skip 3 stitches, and then we're going to go right into, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go ahead and do a single right here, chain 5, and do our triple in the last stitch, 3 doubles in the last stitch. Chain 3, and we're going to turn. Okay, row 17. We are going to do 2 more doubles in the same stitch. We're going to chain 1. Now we're going to do V-stitches, single V-stitches, which is double, chain 2, double, and then chain 1 into every chain 5 space. So it's double, chain 2, double into every space, and then chain 1 after. It might look a little weird and wonky when you get done with the row, but it will improve after the next row. Chain 1. So we're going to double, chain 2, double in the same chain 5 space, chain 1, all the way across till we get to center. Single V-stitches in all of the chain 5 spaces, just right into the middle. Chain 1, double, chain 2, double, 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 chain 1, and we're going to do the same thing in the center. We're going to do a single V-stitch, double, chain 2, and double. And we're going to chain 1. And then we're going to do the same thing going down the other side. Double, chain 2, double. Because whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other, because we need symmetry. That's why we need to be counting our stitches sometimes to see if you have them even, so you can go back and check before you go to the next row. Besides crocheting and embroidering and quilting and latch hook, I also do flower design because I like symmetry. It works out for me because I guess that part of my brain works that way. It's got to be symmetrical. So double, chain 2, double, chain 1, double, chain 2, double, chain 1. I hope you guys don't mind I don't say double crochet. Double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. I think you know it's a crochet. Chain 1, double, chain 2, double, chain 1, and we're in the last one, last V-stitch, double, chain 2, double, chain 1, 3 doubles in our last stitch. Chain 3, and we're going to turn our work. In row 18, we're going to do 2 doubles into that first stitch, then we're going to chain 2, then we're going to skip to the first V-stitch. Make sure you find those V-stitches, not the in-between spaces. Go into the V-stitch. Now from here to the corner, to our top point, we're going to do 4 doubles into every V-stitch. We're working up to do our fan out here. So 4 doubles into every V-stitch. So the first V-stitch, 4 doubles, 4 doubles, and let's see, no chain 1s in between. Just go to the next one, 4 doubles. Next one, 4 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if you guys count when you do yours, but I usually count 1. Well, I usually count my doubles while I'm doing them. I usually count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know about like the number 3 or for some reason. Okay, 4 more doubles. Oh, I keep getting random coloring in this yarn too. I don't know if I got a bad ball here, bad cake. Another purple spot. Okay, 4 more doubles in this V-stitch. Okay, and we're going to do a single V-stitch and the center point. Chain 2. So we don't want it to get too pointy. Then go right back into the next V-stitch on the other side, 4 doubles. We're going to do the same thing going down this side, 4 doubles in every V-stitch. Okay, we're getting close to the end here. A few more to go. 4 doubles in the V-stitch. If you hear pounding or yelling, it's still the construction on the neighbor's house. It's taken them a long time because of all the rain that we've had. We had to turn our furnace back on because it went from 70s down to the 30s this week. So it's been kind of chilly, but that's Ohio for you. Okay, a few more V-stitches here. 4 doubles into the V-stitches. Okay, 2 more left. Okay, last V-stitch. Okay, we're going to chain 2 on this one, and we're going to do our 3 doubles into that last stitch. And chain 3 and turn our work. In row 19, okay, we're going to do 2 more doubles into that same stitch. We are going to chain 2. Now we're going to do doubles in between the first and second double from the 4 doubles below. Chain 1. We're going to do a double in between the second and third. Chain 1. A double in between the third and fourth, and chain 1. Then we're going to do it again. Go over to the next cluster of 4, double in between the first and second, chain 1, double in between the second and third, chain 1, double in between the third and fourth, chain 1, and then go to the next cluster. Double in between the first and second, chain 1, double in between the second and third, chain 1, double in between the third and fourth, chain 1, go to your next set of 4, double in between the first and second, chain 1, double in between the second and third, chain 1, double in between the third and fourth, chain 1, go to your next set, the same thing, double in between the first and second, chain 1, double in between the second and third, chain 1, and double in between the third and fourth, and chain 1, and this will be the repeat. So we get to our center, we're kind of fanning that out there. Almost the start of a pineapple stitch, but we're not going to go that far. You might see a pineapple stitch in my summer night shawl, but not for sure. Yes, I am working on a new shawl called my summer night shawl, but I'm not finished with all the stitches for that yet. I'm still working on it. I love to make shawls, but I don't even wear shawls. I used to make a lot. We're at our center, and in our center stitch, we're going to do a single V-stitch again. Double, chain 2, and double. We're going to chain 1 after that, and we're going to do the same thing again. Double in between the first and second, chain 1. Sorry about the pounding you're hearing. That's from the construction next door. They haven't been here all morning, and as soon as I start recording, then they show up. And go to our next cluster. Yes, I would make a lot of shawls, but I don't wear them, and I would donate them to a lady from my church who's a hospice nurse, because she said the hospice patients would get really, really cold, so it would give them something to wrap up in to stay warm. Then their families would keep the shawls. Okay, double between the first and second, double between the second and third, chain 1, double in between the third and fourth, chain 1, go to the next cluster. My board's trying to run away. Make sure my hands are in the right place now. Okay. A few more to go. Double in between the first and second, chain 1, double in between the second and third, chain 1, double in between the third and fourth, chain 1, and go to our next cluster, double in between the first and second, chain 1, double in between the second and third, chain 1, double in between the third and fourth, chain 1, and then go to the next cluster and repeat that all the way to the end here. I think we're going to chain 2 at the end and then do our 3 doubles into the last stitch. And we'll get it to row 20. On row 20, we're going to chain 3 and turn. Oop, I'm sorry, bumped the camera again. Sorry if I made anyone seasick there. Okay, we're going to do 2 doubles back into the same stitch. This row is a little different. Then we're going to do a half double in the next stitch. If you don't know what a half double is, I'm pretty sure you probably do. If you're doing this, you yarn over, put it through the stitch, yarn over again, then you'll have 3 loops, bring it through all 3 loops. And then your next stitch is going to be a single in the top of that next one. And then we are going to single in the top of each double and single in each chain 1 space across to the center. So we have a chain 1 space, we're going to single in the chain 1 space, we're going to single in the top of each double, single, 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 single. Just spreading that fan out a little bit more by putting the singles in between and in the tops. Sorry, my voice is still getting a little I'm not a smoker. I'm just having trouble with my thyroid right now, so it's making my voice a bit raspy. So just keep doing the singles and the tops of all the doubles, and in each chain one space in between the doubles and in between the clusters of 3 that you did. I'm having a hard time seeing because the light is so bright. I wanted to do some extra rows, but I don't know what I'm hammering like that. If I can get, I should do any more. My windows are rattling now from whatever they're doing over there. I know they're adding another bedroom and another bathroom onto the house. They chopped down a very beautiful magnolia tree so they could do that. Like everyone that buys a house in the neighborhood chops all the trees down. Like 3 of us have to fix our roofs now because all the squirrels are digging into people's roofs because they have nowhere to live. Okay. And in our center point, we're going to do 2 singles, chain 3, and 2 singles. And I do that for my benefit because I'm going to move my marker up. Sometimes when I do the singles in the center, I have lost my point before. Okay, where are you? I don't like how that looks right there. Okay, there you are. The wind is starting to pick up too, so maybe they won't be staying that long because we're supposed to get a rain coming. Oh, single, not double. Okay, back to singles. I'm sorry the video's so long too. You can speed ahead if you want. I like to watch Rhonda Butler do her amigurumis, and she does them from start to finish. And they are very long videos. I have fallen asleep watching her before, and I wake up and she's still doing the same one. But that's okay, because you learn a lot from people when they take the time to do each step. What happened there? I missed one. And the whole pattern will be in the description box if you just want to follow that too. Almost there. Okay, and let's do 3. Nope. Right here, we're supposed to do the half double and the second to last, and we're doing the 3 doubles in the last stitch. That's just to keep the edge of the shawl nice and flat. Okay. I think I'm going to do one more round. Because it is a repeat. We're going to chain 3. We're going to do 2 doubles in the first, in the same stitch, 2 more doubles. We're going to chain 5. And we're going to first 3 stitches and we're going to single in the 4th. So 1, 2, 3, single in the 4th. And this is the same pattern we had before. We're going to do this for row 21 through 23. Chain 5, skip 3, single in the 4th. 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 Chain 5, chain 3, single in the 4th. Chain 5, skip 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 3, single in the 4th. My fingers are getting slippery. Chain 5, skip 3, single in the 4th. 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 Chain 5, skip 3, and we're going to double in this one. We're going to double in the next one. And then we're going to do a single V-stitch in the center. Chain 2, another double. Then we're going to skip the first one. We're going to do 2 doubles right there. Chain 5, skip 3, single in the next. Chain 5, skip 3, single in the 4th. Okay, and that will be the pattern all the way to the end. Chain 5, skip 3, single in the 4th. Chain 5, skip 3, single in the 4th. And then when you get to the last, you will do your 3 doubles in the last stitch, and then you will chain 3, turn your work, do 2 more doubles. You would chain 5 again, skip 3, single in the 4th. For the next 2 rows, you would do that for 22 and 23, and it will be the same. But you will be I'll go ahead and do the next row with you because you're going to be singling into the chain 5 spaces. Okay, we're going to chain 5, skip 3, and single in the next. Chain 5, skip 3, single in the 4th, 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 chain 5, skip 3. That's going to bring us to our last stitch. We're going to do 3 singles in the last stitch. I mean three doubles, not 3 singles. 3 doubles. Dragging the pen with me. Chain 3, turn your work. Okay, for the first, just for the first stitch here, we're gonna do our 2 doubles first here. 2 doubles in the same stitch. We're going to chain 3 just for the first space, and we're going to single right into the chain 5 space. Then we're going to chain 5. We're going to single into the next chain 5 space. Chain 5. Single into the next chain 5 space. Chain 5. Single into the next chain 5 space. Chain 5. Single into the next chain 5 space. You're going to continue that pattern till you get to your point here. You'll single into this chain 5 space, chain 5, and do a double V-stitch into your point here, and then continue until you get from this V-stitch. You will chain 3 and then do your 3 doubles in the last stitch, and then you will do the same thing for row 23. The same start as we did for this row. And then that will be the end, and everything will be in the description box for these 3 rows. So I'm going to end it right here with this one. Just continue this pattern, chain 5, single right into the chain 5 from below, chain 5, single into the chain 5 from below, and keep going with this pattern until you get to the next row, and that will be the same pattern for row 23. And I thank you for joining me, and you can look in the description box for the rest of the pattern from rows 11 through 23. So I hope you join me for part 3, and it will be out at the end of this week. So hope that you will join me for that one also. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for being here with me.